Right, folks. So if anybody doesn't want to listen to me ramble on for the next 5 or so minutes about the walk or the climb or whatever the weekend, I suggest just swipe on, okay? Uh, so walked the weekend, climbed Carrauntoohil, done a weighted 25 kilo, tough walk. So you saw on my first video that I posted up on Instagram that morning, it was going down there kind of reminiscing, and I had a little bit of sentimental value to it, the walk or the climb, whatever you want to call it. So back in 07, 08, I was in the middle of my recruit training in the army, and we climbed Carrauntoohil. It was, I can't remember what part of the training or what phase we're in or whatever, but we done it. We done it with a day sack, flacker, and weapon. I don't think it came in at 25 kilo the weight. Like I can't remember, but I don't know. I don't know exact weight, but I can't remember being under that much pressure weight wise. Carrying the weight going up, Carrauntoohil. But when we got up there to the top, I was always climbing mountains to an extent. Before I joined the army. So when I was there, when I climbed Carrauntoohil as me in my crew training, it was my first time climbing it, and I always said, geez, I have to get back down here. So what is it, 12-13 years later, opportunity came about that we had some time, and I was able to head down there. And it actually came, it wasn't planned. It wasn't planned to go down there. It was Wednesday. I think it was last Wednesday. Myself and the father were out what we were going to do for the weekend. We actually had in our head that we were going to do the Galties. And he said, I'm off Sunday, so let's just get in the car Sunday morning and head down and climb Carrauntoohil. So that's what we did. I suppose when I'm doing this, I won't say a little bit, I'm a lot off the cuff. I hate planning. I hate having stuff planned. You have to have a plan to an extent, but if we were to do that walk and it would have been in like 8 weeks time, I would have lost interest, and I probably would have found something else and not done it. So a lot of the training and stuff that I do, it is off the cuff, and just like even this morning, I was out this morning. What did I do? Climb comes you going. I was going to do the loop. Visibility was bad, so just went for hard climb and ran down the mountain. But I literally get out of bed Thursday mornings is my morning off, and just got into the car and just done it, just get it done. But so I always wanted to get back down and climb Carrauntoohil. So climbing Carrauntoohil, we started Cronin's Yard. Right, so the walk itself, Carrauntoohil, okay, I think it's not highest mountain in Ireland, okay, 1,036 or 8 meters or something. It's not a hard climb, okay. There's different paths there and different ways you can go about climbing it, but I were a little bit sketchy, whatever. But the physical aspects of it, me personally, I don't think it's too bad. But whatever, went up there. I said, if I'm going to do it, I'm not going to waste the day. I'm not going to waste my time down there. I want to test myself. So I said, hey, let's carry some weight. 25 kilo. I was carrying 25 kilo. So when you're climbing Carrauntoohil, like, so you start here at Cronin's Yard, you walk all the way in, slight increase in elevation. You hit the bottom of the Devil's Ladder, literally straight up the Devil's Ladder, and then you turn right, and it's right to be up to the top of Carrauntoohil, okay? So when I started in Cronin's Yard, the weight, I was about 10 minutes in, and I was struggling so bad. There's no pep in my step. Weight was just weighing me down. I don't even think the weight wasn't too bad. Like, I was able to get over that, but my legs were just heavy. I was feeling drained. The lads were after pulling away me. My father and Shane, they were after pulling away, and I just knew it was going to be a tough walk or a tough climb, tough couple of hours ahead. And we're only just after leaving the car. Do you know what I mean? You had about 6.5 hours ahead of you. And it wasn't going to be, I knew at that point it wasn't going to be how fit you were or whatever, how the body was feeling, that it was what's upstairs, the walls between her two ears, that's what was going to get me through the walk. So Cronin's Yard all the way at the bottom of the Devil's Ladder. Found it hard, really hard, really questioned myself about going up the ladder and actually to the top of Carrauntoohil. But nonetheless, got to the bottom of the ladder. The two lads were actually supposed to go the zigzag way up Carrauntoohil, where I was just going to go up the Devil's Ladder. But whatever happened, the three of us ended up going up it. So Devil's Ladder itself, it's a hard climb. Okay, it's a lot of not a lot of scrambling, it's all scrambling. One of the videos that I had up, I actually had to take it back down, because even for me myself, there was too much language in it. There was a lot of cursing and fucking and giving out and everything. I have it saved my phone, but I actually had to take that down. But in that video, you actually saw the rocks when we were scrambling going up to Carrauntoohil, or up the Devil's Ladder. Because it was raining, what was coming down, it was like a river coming down on top of you, all down through the stones. Okay, that you were climbing up. That was already a difficult part of the climb. So what made it a hard situation, or a hard 60 minutes climb or whatever, just made it 500 times harder. So whatever. But I actually got up there grand. The Devil's Ladder was my best part of the entire walk. Lads, I pulled away from the lads. It wasn't a race, okay, it's not a race, nothing like that, but they were after gaining a bit on me. So I pulled it back, whatever. I got to the top first by about a minute. Doesn't matter, okay, it doesn't matter. But I felt really good on the ladder. When I was climbing it, it wasn't weight or legs were kind of feeling good again. Don't know why. Second wind or whatever that is. What I actually struggled a little bit was the weight in me back. Like you're climbing and it's like that going up. So it's just the balance of the bag in me back. Weight vest, it was okay, but it's just the balance and just whatever. Yeah, if you've climbed the ladder before and everything, you know, going up there with something heavy on your back, balance is a big issue. So climbed the ladder. Ladder was good. Felt really strong, felt really good. Looking forward to getting to the summit, the top of the mountain, top of Carrauntoohil. Next thing from here, this is where shit just went downhill, and went downhill fast. So when I was training, seriously training, I was training 5-6 days a week. Could have been 2 or 3 times a day. Like I was in the army, and you had the opportunities to train 1 or 2 times a day if you're into it. So I was doing it, but when I'm training, I like being pushed, mentally being pushed. Physically, I think you obviously have to have a certain standard of fitness, but if you have that kind of good enough kind of level of fitness, a lot of it comes down to the mental side of things. But they're the kind of workouts, or they're the kind of tasks or climbs or whatever, that's what gets me. When you're just out on your legs and you're like, oh, I don't know, can I do this? And you pull through it and you get it done. Most of the time, they're the sessions that I look forward to. That's the elements of training that I look forward to in a workout and in a session. Just mentally been pushed. Going back to the army as well, it was like, when I got in the army, when I was in the army, I was by far not the best fucking soldier, or whatever you want to call it. But what I actually kind of was good at was been on the hills and been pushed like that. I enjoyed it. I like being pushed that kind of way. But when I left the army and I started doing this, I missed that. And over the last 5-6 years, like the gym and just getting this up and running and going, it like took over my life. It completely took over my life. And it was that during lockdown, I was able to get back up and down the mountains. And I started feeling good about all this stuff again. And I missed it. I missed that feeling. Getting down off a mountain or getting back in the back door after a run or whatever. Just knowing that mentally you pushed yourself. No matter what distance or terrain or whatever you were doing. But just mentally being pushed and knowing you come out the other side for the better. So that's why now I have taken time off from work. Like a Monday and a Thursday morning, I'm off. I don't work, and I probably never will go back working the hours that I was. But whatever. So climbing Carrauntoohil, I just wanted to test myself. Highest mountain in Ireland, and been waiting 12, 13 years to get back down and do it. So obviously want to do it with a bit of weight. So I got down there. When you get to the top of the ladder, okay, when you get to the top of the ladder, there's about 50 meters kind of flat, okay, just along the ridge, and then you start climbing Carrauntoohil. So as I said, that's where things started going downhill fast. So I was about a quarter of the way up. I don't know the distance, okay, I don't know the height, I don't know how long it took, I don't know how long it was supposed to take to do it from the top of the ladder to the summit. I don't know any of that stuff, but I was about a quarter of the way up, roughly, I think, and I was literally taking 4 and 5 steps, and I'd have to stop, hunch over. My legs were just gone. There was nothing in them. They weren't sore or burning or nothing like that. They were just heavy. They were just empty, and they were literally going from underneath me. They were shaking. They were going from underneath me. And that's the thing nowadays, actually. Like people on social media and stuff, I don't think they actually know what it's like. That feeling when your legs literally are gonna go from underneath you, where they can't support your body. People throw around these phrases and everything way too lightly nowadays, and you can see it. I don't think they've been in the depths of it, or in the fucking trenches as they call it. It just gets thrown around lightly, okay? But I was there quarter way up, legs were gone, seriously gone. Shaking, have to take a couple of steps at a time, whatever. And it was at that point you had the father. He was kind of waiting for me, and it was just, when you're there, I didn't want it. Not that I didn't want it to ruin it for them or whatever like that. I just knew I had to get through this myself. That it's just, I don't want anybody talking to me or anything like that. I just leave myself to myself and I'll get through it. So it's just like, just fuck off. I didn't say that to him. But they went on. Ahead. They pulled away. The visibility was bad. At about 2 minutes after that, they were gone. I couldn't see them. Nobody behind me, nobody in front of me. So got about just below halfway, and this is the point. This is the point that now I look back and I look forward. Look forward to remembering that, and that like 3-4 minute spell on the mountain. It was so just below halfway, and legs were getting worse. They were gone. It was down a couple of steps and stopping, couple of steps, stopping. There in the mountain, visibility bad. Just me. The lads were after going ahead. I actually didn't know I was halfway on the mountain. It was only when I went back and checked my Garmin. That's where I'm kind of getting this from. But I was there. I actually had, if you see the weighted vest, like it's the clips on the side. But I was giving up. I couldn't do anymore. I thought it was the weight was too much or too hard or whatever that was making it harder, obviously, but that that was the reason why I was struggling and feeling this so much. But about just below halfway, I was there. I actually had my hands on the clips on the vest. I had them unclipped, and I was like, I'm leaving the vest here, I'm leaving the bag here, I'm leaving all the weight here, I'm going to collect it on the way down. I can't keep going. I don't know how long from the bottom of the ladder to that point. I don't know how long I was walking for. I didn't know how long I had left to reach the summit, to reach to the top. But I just knew I was in a bad place. Legs were gone. Mentally, I was broken. Mentally broken. I can't keep doing it. But it's at that point where something just kicks in. Everybody has it, okay? Everybody has this in them. So your body's actually designed to not leave you die, okay? That's what it is. Your brain kicks in when your body's feeling so much, whatever, and it says, hey, stop, relax, don't kill yourself. But you can actually override that and go through it. And that's another thing, what I just said there, that gets thrown around way too lightly as well. Oh yeah, you're 40% and you're only using 10% of your brain and fucking all this stuff, whatever. but how many people actually do that? It's a hard thing to get over. Like I was there, I was struggling so bad. Actually, like that's how close I was to giving up on actually doing what I was going to do. Where I had the vest unclipped, and that was coming off. The backpack was coming off, but something clicked. Something clicked, and it was just relax. Literally, one step at a time. I was after climbing so far. It was definitely not going to take me 2 hours to reach the summit. Okay, it was not going to take me 2 hours to reach the summit. So it was just, I'm going to get there. As my father keeps saying, there's no medals up here. First or last, doesn't matter. So it was just one step at a time. But here it was, halfway up Carrauntoohil. Okay, or that last little bit to the push to the summit. By myself, essentially. No visibility. A mountain that you could say I wasn't on before, so I couldn't remember it. Carrying weight, mentally broken, physically just gone. Physically I was gone, and it was there. Something just clicks, and you just get on with it. You literally just get on with it. You know you're in a bad situation, but how do you deal with that situation? Do you stop, throw in the towel? Another cliche, you throw in that towel. But how would you feel? How would I have felt? As it keeps going through my head, or was going through my head, how would I have felt going home in that car, knowing that I was a half an hour from the top, and I give up then, or I was only so far from the top, and Jesus, could I have actually gone on with the weight and done it? So that's what kind of got me through that little spell, because there's something I always say here in the gym to the lads: don't be that fucker going home in a car, down yourself for thinking, could I have gone that extra little bit harder? When you're there, do it. So I closed up the clasps, and literally one step at a time. It's just kept going, still stopping, still not feeling any better, but I just knew I was going to get there. And another famous saying in the army, it has to end sometime. So it was, obviously I was looking for it to happen sooner rather than later, but got to the top. You saw the video even back on my story. At the top, like climbing up the ladder, was all happy and this and everything, but you get to the top, it was literally just take out the phone, a little 30-second video, we're at the top, whoop-de-doo, blah blah blah, bang, phone was gone away. I actually sat there at the top of the cairn, on top of Carrauntoohil with the two lads, and I couldn't even talk. If I started talking, I was going to cry. I was so mentally and physically broken. How that was, or what that happened, people might be saying, you're fit, you do this anyway, or you do this regularly, and blah blah blah, whatever. You look back and why I was actually feeling that way was, over the last 2-3 weeks we weren't sleeping, or I wasn't sleeping. The heat at night time, I'm sure all of you'll agree, just not sleeping, tossing and turning, not getting your full sleep. Nowadays, okay, owning a business with the virus now, you're stressed. Okay, so we had sleep and we had stress. Then my food all that week, it was, I wasn't taking in enough fuel. Simple, like when I look back on it now, I wasn't. Like I was just, that's why I was empty from the start. That's why getting up early Sunday morning, 3:30 leaving the house, getting down, traveling, doing whatever and all that. That's when my body was empty. And like when your body's not fueled, so like your glycogen stores, when they get down, like even with me, you'd see it here in the gym, like you start getting fucking cranky when you're hungry, isn't it? Yeah, but it's them glycogen levels that are dropping. That's your fuel, that's your energy. When that starts dropping, you don't think straight. So that's what I'm putting it down to. But got to the top of Carrauntoohil, got back down, got home safe, everything was good. But it was that 3 minutes, that 3-minute spell halfway up the summit of Carrauntoohil, and just going through that little battle with yourself in your head. Like I'm saying this now, not throwing around these words lightly or anything like that. My legs were going, literally wobbling from underneath me. And one stage, father came back down and I said, "Are you okay?" Like whatever. He was there. He could see my legs were going. And whatever. It was that when you're just out on your feet, when you're out on your feet, do you have it in you to keep going? Do you know what I mean? To an extent, we all do. We all do. It's just how much shit can you deal with? How much shit can you put up with? And just keep going. Just keep going. So that's why that walk, it's something I won't remember, because how I felt in that 3-4 minutes, I haven't felt like that in years. So how bad and how shit I felt halfway up that mountain, that's that feeling. That's what I was missing. Just being tested, just being mentally tested. Do you have it in you to get to the top? I'm not the biggest lad. Do you know what I mean? I'm not running fucking sub-30s in my 5-milers anymore. I'm not doing none of that. So it was just a little thing for me, was mentally just throw yourself into the deep end, and see how you get on. So that's it. Point of this video, I suppose, one is just how do you say it, coaches and us, we're not robots. We're not robots, okay? Some of us coaches have been through it, other coaches haven't been through it. Like that whole been tested mentally, and the training that you're doing, etc. and all that. We do have it, we do struggle. You do know what a client is going through to an extent. And I suppose there's one thing definitely, how we go about our training is, especially with our conditioning stuff, it's just mentally just pushing yourself. Because for me, that's throughout the whole video, that's what I'm saying, it's that mental thing, and just pushing yourself and knowing you got through it, and that spreads out into other areas of your life. Okay, you become a more confident person, etc. All that stuff. You start smashing your goals and all that. But when I see clients inside here in the gym, I say push them and push them and push them, knowing that if they can get through that mental barrier, you're going to come out of it so much better. Do you know what I mean? You're going to be a lot happier. Mentally, you're going to feel on top of the world, and it's that feeling that you want to. It's that feeling that you can't beat, leaving the gym or leaving a workout. But when you get back in, and even in areas in your life, or when you're back doing another workout, whatever, like I've been there, I've done that, I've been through it. I can get through this again. If I can get through that, I can get through fucking anything. It's that just mentally being pushed. And I love seeing clients break down in barriers inside here. You can see it, you can feel it, and it's brilliant. So over the last 5-6 years or whatever, I've been here coaching people and doing all that. But that's generally one thing that I missed, and that I like just mentally been tested. And last Sunday on Carrauntoohil, boy, fuck, it happened. And yeah, it's good. It's a good feeling. So us coaches, we're not robots, okay? Some coaches, we know, we've been there, we've done it. We know to an extent what a client is going through. There's obviously other different areas, or other sides to a client coming in, underlying problems that you don't know, you don't understand. But when you're in the depths of a workout, and you're just required to push yourself, whatever, like, well, I know what it's like, but the benefits you get from it, by going at it and getting it done, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. So that's it. 5-minute video. I'm here fucking 25 minutes. Yeah, so thing you want to take away from this, and I'm going to quote the lads in the army, no matter how bad you're feeling during a training session or even in life, okay, whatever kind of situation you're in, it has to end sometime. Okay, it has to end sometime. Either if you're struggling mentally, whatever, there's ways. Reach out, okay, reach out. There's loads and loads of people out there, or people out there willing to help. You're in here in a workout, you're doing a workout, it has to end sometime. Do you know what I mean? It's a 60-minute block, okay? Just put your head down and just go. And yeah, that's it. I'm done. Yeah, so best of luck to everybody. The next time you're out there and you're feeling under that much pressure, mentally, and that little mental block, just please take away from this that 3-4 minutes I was going through, and just bit by bit, slow it down, okay, reassess the situation, and just go at it 1 foot at a time, okay, and just get there, just get it done. Override that system that's telling you to slow down, okay? Good luck. Right, folks, just gone 3:30 a.m. Just heading off to go down and collect the other 2 lads. Fresh morning here, but where we're going, I think there's showers, things rain all day down there. Body's feeling good. Got me coffee. Yeah, just not looking forward to the drive down there, that's all. Now collect the 2 lads. And we've about 2.5 hours drive ahead of us then. We'll be there to get in a good day's climbing. Anybody that doesn't want to see me going up a mountain, I suggest don't look at my stories for the next 12 odd hours. Yeah, so we'll see you in a few. Right, and we're just here at 6 a.m. Just gone past 6 a.m. and have a look. Where we are going is through there. We're going through there. So what we're doing, climbing 3 highest peaks, the 3 highest mountains in Ireland today. We have Carrauntoohil and Carrauntoohil. I'll be doing it. I have the vest here. So vest is coming in 17.5 today, and we have the bag. So all in all, getting close to 25 kilo. I'm only off by about half a kilo or something. But yeah, so 3 highest peaks in the country, 3 highest mountains in the country, weighted, carrying 25 kilo. Irish summer. As soon as you starts pissing rain. Waterproofs, not waterproofs, fucking rain gear on already. Struggling with this weight already. There's the other 2 down there. Feeling this weight. What, about 20 minutes in? I think it's going to be one of these absolute ball breaker of a walks, climbs today. Yeah, don't think it's about what's in the legs. It's between those 2 fucking ears. Let's see at the bottom of the devil's ladder.
Delete all that now.
So we're about an hour and a half in, and we just started climbing the bottom of the devil's ladder. Have a look. That so that's what's covering, or that's what's coming straight down the ladder. So what was already a fucking very hard part to climb, it's just got a whole lot harder because, see, greasy fucking stones and a river coming down against it. Feeling the weight, but doing alright, we'll get there. Fuck yeah! Hey! Right, I'm getting off this fucking thing.
Got someone coming, okay?
Yeah, they're up there. So, devil's ladder done. Up, climbed about 25 kilo. Session. Woo. Well done. Stuff. You alright? Come on. So, top of Devil's Ladder, Carrauntoohil is that way, or the summit is. Yeah, 25 kilo up through the Devil's Ladder. Not too bad. Not too bad. Legs feeling it. Alright. You good?
It's muddy, that's all.
It is, isn't it? Go on. stuff. See it? At the top, 25 kilo, 1,030 something meters, top of Carrauntoohil, highest mountain in Ireland covered. We're going to head down that way. We're going to head down that way, and we're going to hit up the second highest and the third highest mountain. Make our way back, and then head back down. Tough walk. Got a bit of food into us, some juice, and see how the rest of it goes. Yep. Top of Carrauntoohil in about 2 hours 40 minutes. 25 kilo. Only back. So change of plan. West. Visibility is just too bad. Look. Visibility is just too bad. Climb Carrauntoohil. Climb that one. Mountains that we're familiar with. Visibility is poor. That's what I mean. We're not going to get fucking wet. Back up top, and we're going to head back down. And that's it.
Enjoy the fly down.
I know I wouldn't go that way. You're on the zigzag. But they won't go. Much quicker.
So that's what's covering, or that's what's coming straight down the ladder. So what was already a fucking very hard part to climb, Carrauntoohil, it's just got a whole lot harder because, see, greasy fucking stones and a river coming down against it. Feeling the weight, but doing alright, we'll get there.